Hi, I am Kajer on 2 Wheels, and today I'm going to do something different. Today I'm going to try this bike, which belongs to him, who is the owner of the channel Tea2Wine, which is a bit of a mouthful. Tea2Wine. So, later on I'll explain exactly what is Tea2Wine. We are going to start now, so I'm just going to do a quick front to back on his bike. What is he going to do, roughly? He's going to go around the world finding tea plantations. And wine. We'll get to that a bit later. So this is a bike. It's a GS 800 that has been specially prepared for a round the world trip. So front to back, quickly, he has his off-road tires because he's going to go everywhere. He changed the brakes into a single disc brake, which is more powerful than the stock ones. Bigger suspension, this huge light cluster. This sends just an amazing amount of light for high beams. This custom made low beam. This windscreen is going to be bigger. He's got his GPS, his instrument cluster, some protections, heated grips. More, I like the way he wraps his chain around here. BMW, this is exposed obviously for maintenance. He's got a little plug here to drain fuel, and so he can use fuel to refuel this bike. We'll get to that one. And for cooking, etc. A couple of soft bags, which are lighter. So that's the idea of the soft bag, so it's lighter. Top case is missing, but I think it will be here. You will be using a top case?
I will not.
You will not.
Other bags exactly like those on the top plus the tent. The rest is going to go on this bike.
Okay.
So
no hard luggage at all. Weight, right? Weight savings. It's lighter. Okay, fine. Which is a bit odd. Usually when you go on big trips you see huge aluminium containers everywhere, but the idea is light. I like the seat. It's very comfy. It's got a little gap here for your okay, I'm not going to say it. Next. The exhaust is a sport exhaust, but it's not very loud. That bike is ridiculously loud. You've got your adventure pegs. You've got no pillion foot pegs because there will be no pillions here.
there will be a little bit in case this bike dies and we need to go somewhere, but just very small little ones.
Ah, okay. So yeah, so he's going to rechange this just to put, in case the camera didn't get it, in case the other one dies, so he can carry the pillion. Some small engine protections, but the whole point of this is get the bike lighter, so it's more comfortable to use off-road for a big trip. And he's got his sponsors. The bike actually looks pretty good. I've only ridden it getting it out of the garage here. Oh, little extra things. 2 levers. These are the brakes. This is the clutch. So there's that, which is a bit confusing. The rest is your usual GS with a direction damper. Your GPS, the indicators are here pretty hidden. Yeah, it looks good. And it feels like it rides well. It really feels very light. It's got more power and it's much lighter, but it really feels, as soon as you grab it, you feel, whoa, this is much lighter than the stock one. So there's a lot of changes to this. He actually disassembled the whole thing. Go check out his channel. It's impressive. When I got to see the bike the first time, it was literally just the engine and this frame and nothing else. The swing arm wasn't on even. It was just like this little block, and now look at it. Looks like a factory bike. Awesome. This bike, he was initially going to go alone, but he managed to convince his girlfriends to get her rider's license and go around the world with him. So that's insane. Gets the rider's license and just go. It's going to be, oh, he's going to have a lot of fun. So this is a bit of a stock XT660. He's going to do some changes to it, mainly suspension, but it will be nearly stock. He's got some extra lights because the original light on these bikes is, well, for show, not for lighting purposes. But the engine is the one we all know and love, which is an indestructible 660 thumper. The exhaust sounds awesome, and the bike is very light, so it's an ideal bike for this. So is this right now with all the changes. So yeah, let's see up ahead. Ah, the great outdoors. He'll be doing
For the wife and kids.
so okay, so I'm going to try and have some fun, try not to destroy his bike. Let's see how this goes. Let's go into neutral. On. First gear. Second gear, let's go. Yeah, immediately he made a mistake in that. No, not deep mud, not yet. Oh, this works much better than I expected. It is sliding around quite a lot, but it's fine. Wow, what a difference! The bike slides quite a lot. I want to go around here. It's amazing, the bike slides everywhere and I just keep on trucking. Whoa! How did I not fall there? How did I just not drop his bike? I have no idea how that did not happen. Amazing. This is tiresome because I'm grabbing onto the bike with so much strength. I'm doing it wrong. I know I'm doing it wrong. I'm tired already. I have all the stamina of wet spaghetti. Whoa! That was front sliding, rear sliding, everything sliding. It doesn't look like it, but underneath this apparently very dry terrain. It's a very soft and very wet ground. Look, this is my track from before. Oh, my hands. It's fun. It's very tiresome, but this is a lot of fun. I just need to relax on the handlebars. My hands are killing me. Yeah, but about the bike. How about we talk about the bike? The suspension works fantastically well. I'm so tired. Geesh. I really didn't want to stop behind him when he's filming. But it's going to happen because I'm very tired indeed. Whoops. Branch. Assistant branch. I need better physical condition to do this kind of stuff. It even works sitting down. It works so well sitting down. I was expecting it to go all jerky and weird sitting down, but it just works. As long as I put the weight correctly, like I'm doing now, standing up, it just works fine. Look, I'm amazed. Now this has to be standing up. So yeah, this bike will work perfectly fine like this. Shit. Oh! Oh god. I really don't want to drop this guy's bike. This sounds expensive. Now another test. Here? Okay. He just said, I was thinking going through the water. Okay, fine, I'll go through the water. Yeah, that works fine. Oh, my hands, geesh. Do you guys get hurt hands when you're off-roading? Man, my hands are absolutely killing me. I think I'm just grabbing too hard because I'm too nervous. This is the most off-road I've done ever. There goes my pretty boots. Now there are dirty boots. Pretty dirty boots. So yeah, this is a great bike off-road. Much better than I was expecting, seriously. And I am completely unskilled. In his hands... so easy, so amazing. This is a seriously amazing off-road bike. It's just so easy. Ugh. Well, I'm wet. This is so easy. It's amazing. It just does it.
You went above competent now?
I think so. No, it's very good here. It slides, but it recovers itself. It just keeps on going. The suspension is awesome on those undulating terrains. It just eats all that easily. Even strong bumps, it just absorbs everything. Doesn't pass it on to you, so you don't get jolted out of the bike. And it just goes so smooth, so soft, everything.
Personally, I think it's the niceness of knowing that we were doing 160 on the highway.
Yes.
You get here, you can go around the mud and the pots
and then straight onto the highway again.
Go on the highway again, and pure dual sport.
Yeah.
Not brilliant anywhere, which makes it brilliant all around.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I built it, I can't say that.
I would say it's brilliant here. I'm very tired. My hands are killing me, but I went through mud, deep mud. I went through water. It just kept on going. Places where the first time I went, I don't want to go there, I don't want to go there. Now I was just going. Throttle, put the rear out as I'm going forward and it slides around. Fine.
Did you manage to use the rear brake in the front?
No. I was too nervous, I didn't want to crash. But I tried locking up the rear and even with... Yeah, even with...
I think you were riding cage around.
No, but even with a locked rear, it's still very stable, doesn't go anywhere. You lock the rear and the bike stays still. And then starts sliding slightly, and then you can release the brake again if you want. Same thing with throttle. It starts stepping up and it doesn't wobble. It's very, very smooth bike. The throttle that has a very weak response, it's not jolty, it's very nice here, so you can...
it's the thing we were talking about.
Yeah.
Spike, it's more coherent. But
exactly.
You feel the difference.
You can jolt the accelerator, which you do when you go over bumps, etc., and it doesn't jolt the bike forward. It keeps smooth. So I'm having as much fun as that guy over there, and he has a bike that weighs about as much as half this one, or less. Okay, let's try some other stuff. Go back on the road and see how this goes. So we're now on the roads. The bike works perfectly well on the road, competent, not spectacular because of the knobby tires. And the suspension is very tall, so it feels a bit lofty and not quite connected, but once you get used to this weird feel, it just works perfectly fine. Now, about the owner of this bike, which is that guy in front, Tea2Wine. That's his YouTube channel. And what is this bike for? He's going to tour the world to learn more about tea and wine, with the idea that tea can also be used to clean the palate between wine tastings. So in essence, what he's going to be doing, he's going to be riding around the world on the bike to drink tea and drink wine. Sounds like a lovely job, right? Some people just have to do that sacrifice, I guess. Now we're on a very easy unpaved road. Let me just turn off my communication device because it's... Shut up. Whoa! Man, I'm not as skilled as you are. Take it easy. Holy this bike eats this for breakfast. That's amazing. I've never gone quite as fast, ever as fast on a off-road machine. Oh, I'm gonna die, 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 I'm gonna die. Oh god, 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 oh 100 kilometers per hour. That's insane. I would have gone here like 50. 60 at most. But there he goes, like a bat out of hell. Holy carp, this bike just eats this. It's amazing. This is now a proper off-road machine that can also do proper roads. Unlike the stock GS's, which would do this but a bit slower, not quite as fast, and definitely not as comfortable, he changed it so it could eat this kind of terrain easily and comfortably, because the whole point is that if he's touring the world, this can't be tiresome. It just cannot be, or else he'll arrive at his destinations too tired to do anything. This has to be as comfortable as riding on the roads, and so I guess it is. Look at me, I'm an idiot that has never done off-roads. Look how fast I'm going, and I'm actually quite comfortable. I'm a bit scared because of the speed, but let's go after him. Oh, one thing, he retuned the engine to take away the brusqueness of the engine and the power peaks that there are on the engine, and so this is very soft. Fourth gear, if I roll throttle, nothing much happens. It's very smooth, so that makes it very easy to drive. A bit boring almost. The engine response is a bit boring. Hey, I'm riding here. No, the engine response is a bit boring, but it's exactly what you want, especially if you don't have traction control like he doesn't. It's exactly what you want in these conditions, so you don't lose traction suddenly because you're not expecting it. You are expecting what the bike is doing. So the bike does exactly what you're expecting of it all the time. Not sure what's behind this bend, so let's slow down. He's slowing down because of me now, I think. Or did you reach the end? Oh, we reached the end. I have never gone as fast off-road, ever. Ever. 100s. I think this is the road I did on my NC700 by accident. I just said, okay, let's go this way, and was just 30-40 kph.
How did it feel?
Amazing. It's just like being on the roads.
You didn't even stand up, did you?
Didn't even stand up, just relaxed on the road. It's exactly what you want, so you can arrive at your destination relaxed.
This is called a highway.
Yes, this on this bike it feels like a highway.
Because you can go as fast as you want.
Yeah, exactly. On this bike you can, and on that one it's amazing. Let's go again. This time I'm in front, but I think he's going to just fly past me real fast. Thing is, where he's going, many of these countries where you have the tea plantations, this is just about as good a road as he's going to get. So that's why he built the bike for this. The rest of the road is going to be like what I did just now. Holy, it's amazing how easy this is. Let's try standing up. This is really easy. And here I feel the bike is telling me this is what I've been built for. And yes, this is the road I did on my NC700, which took ages. I might link the original video of this because this was hilarious. Yes, this is the same road, I remember it. It had this gravel just piled on top of it recently. There he goes, like a bat out of hell. And if I'm comfortable, he, with all of his experience, is going to be sleeping on the job on these kinds of roads on this bike. And his girlfriend's bike, which is not yet done, contrary to what I said, it's still missing a few parts. It's going to have a new exhaust, going to have a different suspension, it's going to have a bigger fuel tank, new plastic, so it's going to be different. It's also going to be a great bike to do this on. That his clutch thing, it doesn't need the clutch, which is the second thing he put in here, which is awesome. Look, I'm in first gear. It's automatic. You don't have to do it. That's why it was so easy to do off-road, just for comfort. Might be bad for a new driver because he won't learn how to use the clutch properly, but for an experienced one, this is just comfort. Also, please notice that he already has the traveler's beard before the travel. So the beard is ready. What are you doing?
My handle
Oh.
got a little loose, I just need to tighten it up.
Yeah. So now the bike's already running around with most of the gear on, exactly to test these kinds of stuff. How easy it is to repair, how easy it is to open and close. These bags look awesome. This looks amazingly sturdy. Jeez. Another good reason for the soft tail bags is that if you have a hard case here and you fall and the bike moves forward, your leg's going to be trapped between a hard aluminum edge and the foot peg, and it might hurt a little bit, as in breaking the leg. So this is actually not just weight, it's also a bit safer. I'm very concerned about this, but he says it doesn't bump into it. It's amazing how it doesn't burn. Oh well. So here's the sponsors. I'm just going to go through them. So BMW Motorrad, Portugal Motomil, which is where I actually bought my NC700s. Next, the Portuguese helmets. Cool helmets, very good helmets though. Those. Lone Rider, I have no idea what that is. Lisbon Motorcycle Film Fest.
Those tents that you can put the bike inside.
Hmm?
Those tents that you can put the bike inside.
Oh, the tents. Cool. gsoffroad.com. Check it out. Fairtrade Foundation and AQD Graphics.
Yes.
And Trevi Magazine.
And Enduristan.
And Enduristan. You have a problem here.
Which is?
Don't drink and drive. And you are going to?
I'm always gonna camp in the vineyards.
Ah, good answer. That's a good one.
Very important, boys and girls, don't drink and drive. And if you are at wine tasting, you are allowed to spit the wine. It's a little bit of a crime, but you are allowed if you're going to drive after.
That's true. No, but that's really true. Don't ever drink and ride, because your balance is very important for riding. If you're even slightly tipsy, it's not going to end well. Another thing, why are you going halfway across the world to taste wine if you have the best wine in the world, roughly 300 kilometers that way, I think?
There's only one way for me to say that the Portuguese wine is the best bang for the buck when it comes to wines. Is if I go around the world and taste every single one of the other ones.
Fair enough. Okay. That's an answer. More. Oh, Revit, of course. That's his sponsorship. See? Full.
Also wearing Revit.
Yes,
very
because...
fun suit.
Yes.
Beautifully.
No, I actually quite enjoy the Revit gear. Quite a lot.
Motorex, which is
Motorex. Oh,
very
here we go.
important for the oils. If you guys don't use good oils, your bikes are not going to be good. And if you want something that Motorex is doing really cool, you can follow Lyndon Postnik. He's racing the Dakar now. He's a fellow YouTuber with a project called Races to Places, and he's racing his second Dakar, I think, at the Malemoto not stage classifications. Yeah, it's not he's not racing for the general, he's racing at the Malemoto, which is when you race without any kind of support.
Oh.
So it's just you, your bike, and your toolkit. And he's producing episodes all around the event. So if you guys want to check that
That
out,
actually sounds pretty cool.
really cool. And
Racing a Dakar with no support?
with no support.
That's insane.
Bike race,
That's completely insane.
sponsored by Motorex.
Yeah.
It's like the Green Lantern of bikes.
And this is MXT racing suspension. That's your bigger racing suspension.
Portuguese preparation. He prepares suspensions for the Dakar too.
Oh, cool.
Elder Rodrigues, racing for Yamaha, was having his suspensions prepared there. super enduro bikes, having suspensions prepared there. If you need suspensions prepared in Portugal, that's the man to go to.
Cool.
At least that's where I take all my suspensions.
You learn something new every day. Very cool indeed. So, why this one? It really does feel like I'm on the road on this bike. So why this one, the F800, instead of the bigger sister, the queen of adventure bikes, the GS 1200? Simple, the GS 1200 is a worse bike than this one. Shock and awe. All the BMW guys are going to go to my house and beat me up. No, for this utilization, for this that he's going to do, this is a better bike. Why? He's going to be doing off-roads all day long. Literally this the whole day. In Kazakhstan, the roads are not quite what we're used to, so this is the best thing he's going to get for days and days and days. And while the GS does this, even with extensive modifications like this got, the full treatment, the problem with the GS is that, look at this, sliding, and I pulled the clutch in, I don't know why. Even with modifications, the GS is way heavier. What the hell? I'm not going back, why? I am on a hole. I'm just going to turn like this. Easy. There's no traction control and no ABS on this bike. So as I was saying, let me just have some fun. This is awesome. Now, seriously, the GS is a very heavy bike. It doesn't feel like it, but the weight is there. And under these conditions, it would be just too tiresome. The whole point is to do this like I'm doing, sitting down, relax, because he's going to be riding for all day, 300, 400, 600 kilometers to his destination, and he has to arrive fresh. He can't arrive at his destination broken man, tired. No, he has to arrive as if he's been on the highway the whole day. As he said, if he was going on a road trip, road only or mostly roads, GS 1200. Coming on only dirt, a lighter bike is a much better bike. That's why you don't see any fancy engine guards and a whole ton of engine protections, etc. Because that's weight, and weight is his main enemy. That's the last thing he wants, is more weight on the bike. We're taking pictures, by the way. What he wants is less weight. So the only protections you see are those tiny protections just for the engine. Make sure that if he crashes, nothing breaks. And let's stand up for the photo. So weight is his enemy, and the GS is just way too heavy. So that's why there's so much weight savings. The soft luggage, that's less weight, less protections, less weight. If the plastics break, the ride can keep on going. They're replaceable. It's not a big deal. So everything has to be as lightweight as possible to make it a comfortable ride. That's why there's this crazy clutch thingy, because this is comfort. So he can arrive not tired. The bike does a lot of stuff, a lot more than this, does a lot more than what I just did, especially in his hands. And so that's the whole point. His girlfriend though, that's going to be pretty freaking cool, because his girlfriend has zero experience, so I'm not sure how that's going to end. What? Where's he going? I wish him a lot of good luck, and of course his YouTube channel needs views and subscribers to keep the sponsors happy, obviously. But I think we can manage that, because this honestly, and I'm not doing this because I'm riding his bike and we're doing this partnership, honestly, it actually sounds pretty interesting. I'm going to follow his channel, because this way I can actually look at different countries from an off-road perspective. It's amazing. I just go over all these, look at these huge potholes, and I don't even have time to go around them. I just plonk over them like this. Ouch. That water hitting my boots was actually painful. But that's the whole point of this bike. It's the comforts that you can go relax. You don't even have to stand up. I'm just standing up to show you the potholes I'm going through, to give you a better vantage point. The whole point is just doing this easily like this, so he can arrive relaxed. He's probably ready. Let's go again. Look at me skidding the rear, off-roading. I sound like a pro. I sound like a vet. Hell, I've been doing this 5 minutes. Now, where the hell is he? Is he standing on top of a pole? He is standing on top of a pole. But this is a proper highway. This is a lot of fun, actually. Doing these bends at 80 kph on off-road, this is insane. And it's not just the knobby tire, seriously, this bike has a lot of grip to offer. Dude, just go back. Ugh. Now sitting down, see how easy it is. I hope these pictures look good. Filming would also be cool. I'm not sure if he's filming or just on pictures. Oh shoot, my trajectory is going to send me right past him. This has been a lot of fun. Fun-filled day. That was the cell phone, so that's probably the signal to end. Look at the trail I just did here. Look at this. I get why you guys love off-roading so much. This is a lot of fun on the correct bike. On my own, plasticky, if I fall, oh my god, this is going to be an expensive bike. Not quite as much fun as this one. Which is also another issue with the GS1200, because you're in a lot of stress, because if you drop it, it's going to be really expensive. And that engine getting out, that engine coming out the sides of the bike makes it very prone to cracking the engine case and ruining your ride forever. So you have to put a ton of protections to protect the engine. And so using a ton of protections to protect the engine on a GS1200, it's going to weigh a ton and a half on top of an already very heavy bike. So this preparation on a GS1200 would weigh what? 400 kilograms? 300 at least? It would be just ridiculous. So that's why this is an actual better bike than the GS for this. And with that, that's it. Let's go home. You're out.